We like to play games, ain't we?
I'm quite spry for my age, actually. I don't know whether to feel flattered or insulted.
Smith,
Yes, Professor?
come and meet
John
your name.
Smith. How do you do, Miss Smith?
Hello?
I suppose you want to see my pass. Yes, well, I haven't got one. And I'm not going to tell you my name either. Now, you just tell Brigadier Lethbridge Stewart that I want to see him. Well, don't just stand there arguing with me, man. Get on with it.
Hello everybody and welcome to the top 10 Jon Pertwee stories. Now this top 10 was really difficult to do because Jon Pertwee has a lot of fantastic stories. I can't lie, a lot of his stories are really good, so this was a really difficult choice, but I've made my final decision. Some people might disagree on these, but this is my own opinions on my top 10, so without further ado, let's start with the top 10. Okay, at number 10, we have The Time Monster. Ridiculous funny story this is. It's actually an underrated story from the Myths and Legends box set, but personally this is the best story from the Myths and Legends box set, and this is probably why people go for the Myths and Legends box set, is because the story. Yes, this is definitely the best story in the box set, and it does have some really funny moments in it, has some good moments in it. It's not everyone's favourite story, but I still think it's absolutely brilliant, and people do need to check this out. It's a good story. Okay, at number 9, and some people may argue that this is at number 9, but not like something like 3 or 2, and it is The Three Doctors. This story does make me laugh a lot sometimes. It really gets me into a good mood, but I wouldn't call it as the strongest story. The story does swallow a little bit in some places, but everyone has to agree that this story is good in its own way. It does make people have a smile on their faces. And Jon Pertwee and Patrick Troughton are just brilliant, they are, in this story. It's probably the best thing about it is just Jon Pertwee and Patrick Troughton just arguing at each other. You know, the aliens, you know, they do look a bit crap, but, well, not Omega, but these things right here. But still, it is a story you have to check out. Okay, that's number 8. We have, now people might disagree that it's not like 3 or 4 or something, but this is my number 8, and it's The Sea Devils. God, this is a great story, really action-packed story. I really like the Beneath the Surface box set. I think it was the second box set I got. Yeah, it was, I think, yeah. This is my favourite story out of the Beneath the Surface box set. It's just really good. Roger Delgado is just fantastic. I like Roger Delgado in any story. It's just, he's brilliant, the best master we're ever going to get. Yeah, if you like action-packed stories, this story is for you. Okay, next, at number 7, this is one I actually highly recommend. I do highly recommend all these stories, but this is one that you need to get because it's, with the price of it, it's really worth it, and it's The Claws of Axos, and the special edition of this is only £7, so why not get it if you've got the original release? I definitely recommend the special edition release because it has some fantastic special features on this story, and the story's really good. I like how Jon Pertwee and the Master have to negotiate to take down the Axons. It's just a fantastic story. You need to pick this up. If you've got the original release and you love the story, then definitely pick up the special edition and check out the special features. They are brilliant. Okay, at number 6, and this is a cracking story with Terror of the Autons, the Master's first story. Cracking good story it is. I highly recommend the Mannequin Mania box set. It's great for starting out. It was my first box set I ever got, actually. It's just brilliant. Brilliant with all the cast. The Autons probably at their best here, but they don't get featured as much. They do have different forms, like the Daffodil. They have much more forms than just the casual Auton, but this is still a great story, and you do definitely have to get the Mannequin Mania box set because they're just fantastic stories. The Autons are just brilliant. Okay, at number 5, we're halfway through, and this is a cracking, another cracking story, and it is another one from season 8 again. And I love all the season 8 stories with the Master in it a lot, and it is the Daemons. What I really like about the story is the Master's really threatening in this. He actually uses black magic. He's really threatening in this story. And the secondary enemy, the Daemon, this fantastic story. It's a lot of people's favourites as well, and is probably close to one of my favourites as well. It's a cracking good story, cracking good artwork. It's definitely one you have to consider getting. It's just a fantastic story. Okay, next at number 4, this is probably the best opening to any Doctor, and is Spearhead from Space. It's just a cracking, brilliant story. Everyone has to see this. It was actually my favourite one, but 3 of them have overtaken it. But this is still the best opening to any Doctor, and it's probably going to stay like that, because this story is just absolutely cracking. As I said, Mannequin Mania box set, highly recommend it. This story is great to start in your Jon Pertwee collection or your classic Doctor Who collection. It's one that you must get. Okay, now we're closing to the last 3, and in 3rd place is the Green Death. Boy, I do love this story a lot. I love the boss in this and the maggots, 2 sides of enemies in this story. This is great performances throughout. Jon Pertwee's brilliant. It's Katie Manning's last story, and it's another infection story again. And some people know infection stories are my all-time favourite. This is why I love this story so much. Some people do consider it to be overrated, but I don't. I just think it's smack bam in the middle. It's just a brilliant story. I would consider watching this from a friend, borrowing it from a friend first before watching it. But if you like it, I would definitely pick it up. Okay, at number 2, we have one of the first stories I got from the Showcase 1, and it is Inferno. This is a bloody good story. Really good. Even though it's a 7-parter, I can watch this all the way through. It's just brilliant story. It's one I highly recommend. I would get the special edition now because it costs near enough to the special edition, so I may pick up the special edition if it's worth it, because this does have quite some special features on the back. I want to see if it's worth it so far, so I may get the special edition, but I highly recommend this story. And at number 1, some people may have seen this to be my number 1, and I just find this the best story for Jon Pertwee. It's probably one of my favourites out of my entire collection so far. Near enough my favourite yet, and it is The Mind of Evil. Roger Delgado is at his best here, definitely. Really good story, this one. This is a 6-parter I watched. I just love The Mind of Evil. It just kills you with your deepest fear. Like, this person got killed by drowning, but the room was completely dry. It just kills you by your own thoughts. I just love the concept of this story. Love this story so much, and I'm so glad I picked this up and watched it, because now it's probably one of my favourite stories now. Well, this concludes my Doctor Who Jon Pertwee Top 10, and 10 goes to the Time Monster, 9 Three Doctors, 8 Sea Devils, 7 Claws of Axos, 6 Terror of the Autons, 5th the Daemons, 4th Spearhead from Space, 3rd the Green Death, 2nd Inferno, and 1st the Mind of Evil. Now, I have completed my Jon Pertwee collection, but I have no idea who I'm going to collect next, because Jon Pertwee was just my favourite all around. I am going to get the Patrick Troughton's surviving episodes, but there's not a lot of them, so I may have to decide who I want to collect next. I have no idea, but you can put your thoughts in the comment section which one I should collect next. So thank you very much for watching this video, and have a good day everybody.